Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Dice Jailers Campaign 2! No joke for the subtitle yet. I was thinking Trials Through Time, but we haven't really been tested that much yet, and I say that now,
No.
Bjorn's gonna kill us all except Varsha.
Well,
As you can see, we have made a couple visual updates to the show. Now we've got Tiny Us! I just thought I'd point it out so that people don't just kind of say it a million times. It should be in the bottom right, unless your screen is mirrored weird.
Ah.
I don't know. But anyway, on to more current announcements. We'll kick it over to Future Jordan. Hello everyone. For announcements this week, as always, thank you to Syrinscape for letting us use their music to underscore our game, and you can use Syrinscape to underscore your own home TTRPG games. Just go to Syrinscape.com and check it out, and use their music catalog for whatever you need. As far as our show's announcements, we have not a whole lot of new stuff. As you are watching this, it is opening night for Framing Device, the Salvador Dali Plays with Latitude Theater, the short play festival that I directed one of the pieces in. And that will be going on from the 8th until May 24th. So you can still grab your tickets, come see the shows, vote for the best show, maybe the Two of Chocolate Cups, I'm just saying, and have a good time. Also, happy birthdays to myself, to Shane, Monica's spouse, and to Mike Gilson, good friend of the show, because if there's anything that Seattle Theater loves, it's a May birthday. I think that's everything, so we'll go back to the episode. Thanks, me. That was great. That was phenomenal, and I'm sure nothing went wrong while I filmed that.
not a thing.
We'll move on to my personal favorite part of the episode, Jaime.
Oh, hi. As you may have noticed, as Jordan just alluded to, there are little tiny pictures of our characters in hopefully the area that I am pointing at.
Oh, this side.
I don't know if my screen is mirrored or not, so... okay, yes, where Jordan is pointing. You know what? They, as always, are Vanna White. Ignore me. We have character portraits. Holy shit. And that's because of you guys, and we really, really appreciate it. So before I ask for money, I'm going to just say thank you to those of you who did give monies. And now, for those of you who might want to consider giving us monies, you can see what it's going to be spent on, this sort of things. It's to improve the channel. It's to have something that you like, oh, now you know, have an idea of what these characters look like. I don't know what the next big project would be, but don't you want to be a part of that? Look how cool these characters are. Look how, frankly, hot we all are, if you didn't know already. So thank you very much for your consideration of letting us have more something, I don't know. And money, please.
You're phenomenal as always, Jaime.
I would like to lobby that our next investment is a mariachi band.
I'm pretty sure the next investment is either paying someone to make us a real intro video or just paying us in general.
That'd be awesome.
I like both of those better. Okay,
So-
mariachi band is third.
You can do whatever you want with your money once you get paid.
Speaking of Bjorn doing whatever he wants with his money,
Yes.
why don't you do whatever you want with this story?
You four have...
Segue.
Nice. It was very good. You four have been in the settlement of Isan Kaelora within the Jailkati Dunes, having been transported there by the wizard Istakoth Alune when you were delivering a message to him. Battle took place that caused the tower you were in to collapse, and this settlement was the closest that was populated. You were asked to find an item known as the Daybreak Reliquary, which had been stolen from the priests here. Varsha, using a locate object spell, was able to find where it was, and you all encountered the individual who had taken it, a woman by the name of Seraphel. You chased her through the streets, and she used the power of the reliquary to escape, literally riding on sunlight itself to exit the settlement and run towards the now dead city of Salnor. The High Dawn Lord asked you to continue in your pursuit, but it was rightfully pointed out to him that you had in fact located it, which was the original agreement. Some new negotiations were done, your payment offered to be upped, and Varsha asked the High Dawn Lord to pray with her. The result of the prayer was an actual divine intervention, partially repairing the scar on the outside of Varsha's throat and completely repairing her once sundered vocal cords. One of the other Dawn Lords, Dawn Lord Lindry, as well as their man-at-arms, Miralar, you all traveled by camel to Salnor to find Serafel. You had to run from a colossal worm in the sands, and at the city, Varsha was able to essentially talk down Serafel to keep her from using the Daybreak Reliquary. Serafel revealing that her sister, one of the many lives claimed over the years here in the dunes, around and in the city itself. The reliquary back in the possession of the priests of Salnor, I believe in Varsha's hands at the moment. I don't think you would hand it over to Dawn Lord Lindry yet. And a shape streaking in through the sky landed amongst all of you as one Istakoth Alune has returned to you all. And that is where we pick up. Istakoth having quite the reaction at seeing the full destruction that took place at the parallel spire. I don't think he quite imagined what level of rubble it would be, and he did ask about the fate of your ally, Flint Speaker. He was informed that that one is no longer with you all, though Etty did have a vision of him when you guys arrived at this city, which gave her a bit of a boon. But as Istakoth stands there, Dawn Lord Lindry looks to Varsha, and she extends her hands towards the reliquary, asks, "May I?"
Yes.
She will take it back, and you can watch as it looks like a weight just comes off of her shoulders. And as she holds it, you guys can see this crackling divine energy just coming off of it and then coming back in, almost as if it's resonating with the Dawn Lord. This making sense to you all? You all were told by the High Dawn Lord Drias Tonish that Lindry is the one who has studied it the most. So this doesn't look like the evil antagonist, holding their weapon high. It looks like it's resonating with her. As this happens, the energy starts reaching out and seeping into parts of the ground here at Salnor, and something's wrong. It's too active. It's too vibrant. And you can see part of the ground start to tremble.
Shit.
Start to rise, and her eyes go wide, and she goes, It needs to be out of here without missing a beat. You will see as you can see Istakoth's mind work for half a moment, thinking. He goes, Right. Okay. You. And he points to Seraphel and to the Dawn Lord. He goes, with me, and he will cast Fly on all 3 of them. And he looks to you. They know how to use it. I'm getting it back to the city. See you soon. And we'll fly it off towards Isan K. Laura. Miralarge goes, no, hey, fuck me, right? I'm just here. The ground continues to rumble.
He doesn't even know that.
And he sees the shape rising from the sand. And you can see what was once this massive statue, now sentient, turns towards you all and begins to advance. I need everyone to roll for initiative.
I don't like it.
What?
Do not like
Jenah,
it.
I am not a fan of your wizard.
Right?
To be fair, he's not my wizard. We're mad at her, too. Oh, fuck. All right.
Just show up, take the thing, and bolt, huh? Neat.
Folks,
Right.
I have 1 spell slot. Cannot emphasize enough.
Wow. Cannot emphasize enough.
Yeah.
The single spell slot that I have.
I've got all
25 to
mine.
20. Great. 20 to 15. No one needs to
19.
roll that high in it. 19.
Also 19.
There we go.
I got a 25.
25.
Oh.
Okay. Etty will be going second.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, my internet's going crazy again.
Second. Cool. With 25. Cool. Love it. Big fan.
If it's a surprise round, it doesn't apply to me. I just want you to know.
The surprise bait isn't.
It is definitely not a
That
surprise.
alert
round,
feat that you gave me.
as you are not surprised
Okay.
by
Just making sure.
this.
Oh, I have that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That also means that now the 2 of you can just kind of swap around in the initiative order, however.
I mean,
you
yeah,
want.
with 2 party members having the alert feat, you guys can really change around initiative at the top of each combat pretty well, however you want. But this huge statue begins lumbering towards you. Its left arm gone, broken away, but there is this sort of bluish greenish energy crackling off of it. It's sort of the same color as both what you saw coming off the Daybreak Reliquary and the magics that were used by the Chronal Inquisition. And as it's lumbering forward, you see Miralar will draw his rapier. He's like, no, great. I was planning on dying today. This sounds fucking wonderful. And he will run in, cut at it, and he's going to use Action Surge to cut at it a second time. Okay, that will hit, and he will do some damage to it. And you will see his rapier piercing into part of it, breaking away some of the stone, and then cutting through it again. This thing can definitely be hurt by weapons. That makes it your turn, Etty, as Miralar, with his absurd initiative bonus, got a 26.
Hell yeah. Okay, well, seeing this giant thing, I am remembering when Power Tits kind of like soaked in me a little bit, and that energy, and Etty like crouches a little faster, and that's how we know she's at level 4.
Hell yeah.
I didn't know y'all were Mormon.
Wow!
Well, I now can't ever cut
So,
down the top of this.
Wow! Jamie, do you have inspiration?
Yes.
Okay, well,
You will never be
What?
serious about anything ever.
Do the hit, for God's sake.
I am, but obviously I'm gonna do 2 psychic blades
oh yes.
at it. So let's see if the first does a 20.
Oh yes, that will
Not
damage
natural.
hit. No, don't worry, that's fine. Go ahead and give me damage.
Is what's his name? Mirabelle or something?
Miralar?
Is he in range? Yeah.
He is. However, just roll your base damage on this one.
Base damage?
Uh-huh.
That will be
Sneak attack a building,
7
I
points of
guess.
psychic damage.
Or maybe it doesn't have a mind.
This construct seems to have no reaction at all to that attack, as you will quickly surmise this thing has nothing to psychically attack.
Where is my mind?
Gotcha. Well, as like my nose starts bleeding a little bit from that, I'm just like, I have a regular dagger. And
Which you are welcome to use, and
I-
if that hits, I will let you use the sneak attack on that.
okay. Burning dagger that you gave me. I don't know if that counts for anything. All right, that is a 16 to hit.
That will still hit.
Yay.
This thing's really big and really slow. It's not terribly difficult to hit.
That is 8 points of piercing damage, and then 9 points of sneak attack damage.
Lovely. That will exceed its damage threshold, so this will damage it. As
And then
Eddie
I'm
throws
gonna
this
use my
dagger out there,
movement to
tears
book
the
it.
choke through it, just peeling back.
Yeah.
That will make it the statue's turn, as it acts on initiative count 20, as it is a living lair action, basically.
Cool.
Etty booked it back, so that will make Miralar the closest thing to it, and it is going to make 2 attacks on Miralar. First, its slam attack. That will absolutely hit, and you will watch the... yeah, he fails the strength save. This massive energy arm clubs Miralar to the ground, and as he's knocked to the ground and he is prone, its second attack, it will use its sand tendrils. That will also hit, and you will watch as the sand that's around Miralar, it shapes up, almost becoming like these solid whips, and it just 3 of them club down into him. You can see they actually cut him slightly, and he is restrained to the
Oh
ground.
no.
Hey, Xavier, what do you want to do?
Leave. Oh, but I can't just leave, dude. Alright, I'm gonna run in and get to... I know we're not using flanking rules, but I'm gonna get behind this statue anyway.
Great, I love
And I'm going to just stab into it.
it. Make an attack roll.
That is a 19 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
Alright. Then we'll go in with a good old 7 points of damage. Nope, 8 points of damage there.
All right, that's an even better number.
And with my bonus action, I will throw Healing Word over to Miralar.
Okay.
Just a quick... Keep yourself together, man!
He just kind of groans, thank you!
And that'll be my turn.
Alrighty. Yeah, Miralar was quite happy for your healing word there. He went from bloodied back to not bloodied with that, as he took
Okay.
quite the extreme amount of damage from those sand tendrils.
Yeah, because we're fighting friggin' Gara.
Yeah, it's big. It's real big. Varsha, you're up.
Yeah. Does it seem like if I run in here, I might be able to like free him from these things?
Plausible.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm just gonna get down on my knees and just yank him.
Okay, you can just give me an athletics roll on that.
21.
Yeah, you watch, and there, Varsha will take her 2 gauntleted fists, grab a hold of 2 of the 3 tendrils, tear them clean off. As they separate from sort of this structure that's like birthed itself beneath him, they just come apart as loose sand in your hands, separating onto the ground. The third one not strong enough to hold Miralar on his own. He's free of it. He's still prone. He won't be able to fully get up until his turn, but he is free of it, which means it won't be able to automatically damage him next round.
Great. I'm gonna put my body over his so that if this thing tries to take a cheap shot at him, it'll hit me first.
Ooh, I like that. I will allow it. I don't think there's a mechanic for that, but I don't care because it's cool. Anything else for your turn?
No, I assume that was my action.
I love it. Jenah, what do you got?
Okay. Well, I saw what it did, and it reminded me of something that I've been working on. And so it's like, okay, well, actually he's like, oh, but if you do no, I think I know how to do this. And you see, she makes the gesture as if she's casting Mage Hand, and with a little sort of like flick at the end, and this, it says a medium-sized hand, and I'm a medium-sized creature, so I guess it's just my hand, or looks like my hand, a spectral version of my hand, kind of flies out and dives under the ground and then bursts back out 5 feet from this statue thing and grasps it with Maximilian's earthen grasp.
Hell yeah. You said there was a strength save?
Yeah.
This thing has very good strength.
Yeah, I figured.
I rolled really bad. So I don't think a 9 saves, does it?
It doesn't.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got good strength saves, but not when I roll that bad on the die.
Okay, so it's 2d6 damage.
Okay.
I rolled 7.
Nice.
I don't think there's anything added. No.
Nope.
And this is the first time I'm casting this brand new spell, so let me make sure I remember how it works. It's restrained.
Restrained, yeah. So
it's restrained.
It cannot move, and I believe that means any attacks on it that are melee would have advantage.
Yep.
That is significant.
Yeah, it takes its action. It can try to break out. It takes its action to make the strength check against it, though.
Oh, nice.
Or try to make the save again.
Okay, that will severely limit what it was going to do next round. That nicely done there, Jenah, as this thing is going to be stuck where it is. Miralar will stand up, dust the last of the sand off of his body, and with this thing now being restrained, he's already used his action surge, but he still has 1 attack. And since he's attacking at advantage, that will give him sneak attack. That will hit, as he is a multi-class. Okay. That will do indeterminate number of points of damage. As he gets up, looks at Varsha, he's like, thanks. Okay. Don't fuck this up, Miralar. Strong cut into it. Looks over to Etty, knowing you're next. He's like, fuck it up good. He'll look over at Xavier. Help. Etty, it is your turn.
Okay. I think Etty is definitely here for a good time, not a long time, but before I do anything, I just kind of shout to the group. I'm like, not gonna lie, we should probably run. And then I'm gonna throw a returning dagger at it.
Okay.
Do I have, because people are in melee, would I get sneak attack?
You would get sneak attack. You would only have advantage if you attacked it in melee, I believe.
Okay. As long as I still get sneak attack. Actually, no, because I'm not going to move. But I focus really hard, and I'm using steady aim to give myself advantage on this.
Yeah.
The natural 20.
Holy.
Ah!
Well, this
There
will
we
surprise
go.
you. That does in fact hit. So go ahead and double all those
What?
amazing dice, including the sneak attack dice.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. So, 8. $43
43.
points of damage. 43.
What?
Rolled almost. I rolled 2 4s on my D4, a 6 and a 5 on my sneak attack.
Wow.
And I have
That's incredible.
a +5 to my.
So you will hurl your dagger at this, and you watch as it completely shears off the other solid arm. You hitting it right at a stress crack in it. This massive explosion of rock, and you can see this, some of this similar energy is pouring out of that side. It doesn't make a full, like, structured limb like the other one was. It's sort of, it's like it's leaking its own essence of what keeps it together. That is so massive. Holy crap.
As like the dagger kind of like returns to my head, I just kind of kiss the hilt and go, "Thanks, power tits."
Aw.
That will make it the statue's turn. It's going to use its action to try and break out. This is a strength check, I believe, against your spell save DC, which is a 14.
Oh crap! I just closed the thing. Yeah, so strength check.
Well, I rolled a 3 on the die, so it doesn't matter. It does not make it out of that. It can, because it is now well past the point of bloodied, use its other area of effect ability. It's going to use Sandstorm.
Shit.
And I'm going to need... I can target 3 people with this. I'm going to target Etty. You're going to be one of them. Miralar and Jenah. I need all of you to make Constitution saving throws, please. DC is 14.
Oh crap. Okay. Well, I'm gonna use my inspiration there.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? No. I rolled a 14 on the die. Let me use one of my portents.
Love it. So yeah, you succeed. You will take no damage from this. Would you?
17.
17. You are fine.
17.
Miralar will take. He will take damage from that, and he is going to be incapacitated for 1 round as his lungs fill with sand. He is going to be spending his action coughing that out next turn. That did quite a bit of damage to him as he is considered bloodied once again. Xavier, my friend, you are up.
Look.
And you will also, notice an important item I forgot to add, that as this other piece of it broke away, there are portions of its body that seem to be both here and not here at the same time. Similar to what you saw with the tower from the chronal bomb.
Yeah. So Xavier, just under his breath, just help. Yeah, like I didn't just heal you last turn. Like that's not, difficult to do or anything. Whatever. I'll save it for next time when you're actually unconscious. And I'm just gonna stab at this statue.
Love it.
But I've got advantage because of Vex.
Yes, you do. We also have advantage because it's restrained.
Oh, that's true. So how about a 22 to hit?
Yeah, that still hits.
Cool.
All these big numbers.
And that's maximum damage for 14.
Nice.
And so I'll just stab at it and then stay there in melee.
Lovely. Yeah, this thing is looking real effing rough. You're not sure how much longer it's going to be able to keep its structure together. It's trying to resist against this earthen grasp that Jenah has on it, and it is looking like the ruin that it completely should be. What's up?
It's looking rough.
Yeah,
and I'm
very.
going to, in my muttering, just, yeah, oh, that was only a little help, just helping you, healing you and all that, fine, whatever. And I will use my action surge and hit it again.
Someone took another level of fighter.
I sure did. And that's so close to being awesome. It's like 24 on the die to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah.
This thing's got a 13 AC, my guy.
Cool. So that's 12 points of damage.
Nice. Yeah, it is.
Nothing like using a new ability out of spite.
Which is great, 'cause this thing is now basically on the cusp of collapsing. I will say its remaining hit points are in the single digits right now as it comes over to Jenna's turn. Jenna, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna just go ahead and
Isn't it me?
It's
Sorry.
Varsha's turn.
Oh, it is Varsha.
oh,
No, Varsha, what would you like to do?
Save your spell slots. I'm just gonna hit this thing with my fucking maul.
Do it. Make an attack roll.
Big smack.
I've never done this before. This is what's his face's maul, Flint Speaker's maul.
The Maul of Verdict.
Yeah. I'm gonna run in here. It's a two-handed. It's a big motherfucker. I'm just gonna fucking swing. Here we go.
With advantage.
With advantage. Thank you. Ooh, it's still not very good. It's 14.
Is it a 13 was the AC.
Hey. Okay. All right. Good. One of those was a natural one. So thank God for advantage, I guess.
welcome. Yeah,
This
they
thing's
made
real big, real slow, so not hard to hit.
Thank you. Great. Cool. How does this thing fucking work?
I believe
Damn,
you can.
26. That's crazy.
There's an ability where it has some sort of charge where you can add damage to it, if I remember.
Yeah. Do I think that fire damage is gonna do shit to this thing?
It survives in the extremely scorching desert. You don't think it cares much about fire.
Perfect. I'll save that charge then.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. Okay, that's going to be 8 plus 3.
I said it had
11.
single digits left. That is 11 points of damage. Varsha, how does this thing get toppled by your orcish... I'm not going to say fury in this case, as I imagine it's much more a level of just indifference of this thing causing an inconvenience.
like over it, just over itness.
Yes. I see that. Frankly, I see that Miralor is in very bad shape, and I don't.
He looks like shit.
Yeah, and I'm blessed. I'm not afraid of this thing. So I take my maul and I hit this thing directly in the center of its center of mass.
You'll watch as Varsha swings the maul, hitting it dead square in the center of its chest, and there's this massive reverberation, and then almost cartoonishly, the maul just keeps sinking forward as everything becomes rubble around it and falls to the ground. And all of you, very, very briefly before it dissipates, it seems like there's almost an energy structure within, it's very Dr. Manhattan, a circulatory system walked through the lab today. Looks sort of like that shape before it completely dissipates. That same bluish, greenish energy.
Should we leave before more things in the city keep rising?
Absolutely. Miralar, come here.
Yeah.
I'll put a good cure wounds into him rather than another healing word.
Cool. How much does that give him?
I don't know. Let me roll it.
A number
Did anyone else
and stuff.
What?
Did anyone else take damage?
Jenna's actually distracted because she's playing with the clay hand, because I feel she can just I feel like the somatic component is just her own gesturing, so she's just seeing if it can, deuces. Like, yeah. It's just like, no, what? Oh no, I'm fine. Dissipate.
You want to make an Arcana check, see if you can make shadow puppets with it using the sun? Because I'll let you.
Okay.
It's 15 points of healing to him.
Okay. All right. So he is no longer bloodied. So he just looks kind of like, just once again, roguishly handsome and tousled. He's back to his wonderful Rutger-Hauer-ness.
I got a 15 Arcana.
Yeah, it's good enough. Yeah, like they're not like you could use like a children's birthday party. They're pretty good shadow puppets. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't. Mostly you use 2. I don't know how.
Miralar just kind of gives you a look over, Xavier. He's, yeah, pretty good with the steel.
I do what I can. Let's get those camels out of here, huh?
Yeah, do we think that big fucking worm is still out there? Because I don't want to... And as he's saying that, you guys can see the shape in the dunes shifting northward. Almost as if whatever had been drawing it this way is no longer doing so. You can see the trio that flew off before this combat started. They are almost to Isan Kaelora. We'll be a little fucky with the time here on it. But again, a round of combat is only 6 seconds. It's not like they can make it ridiculously far without...
He's a high-level wizard. Somehow a combo fly haste.
Sure. Lars looks at the four of you and goes, yeah, because, dealing with that thing, I'm sure a guy who can do that probably wouldn't have been helpful in that fight at all, right?
No,
right?
not in the slightest.
Just wouldn't have been just cool.
If it helps, this is the second time that he's run away.
Seems to be a
also,
pattern.
if you think something's gonna explode, why would you take it to where more people are? Like, better in the middle of nowhere.
Maybe he thinks by taking it back there, it makes it less likely to explode. Like it needs.
Yeah, I mean that's what he seemed to be saying, but
yeah, I don't know.
Just kind of seems that none of them know anything of what it does.
You've noticed that too?
Yeah.
See?
I think I should have been allowed to keep it.
I'm still not even sure what the rhubarb does.
No one does.
No.
Anyway, let's go in case they blow up over there.
All right.
And
camels.
The journey back is fairly uneventful. There's wind. It is quite warm, but it's welcome calmness, I would say, after chasing Seraphel through the streets, after running from a colossal sandworm, and after fighting a giant statue. You're all able to catch your breath. As you arrive back within Isan Kaelora, those of you who wish to have assistance to get down off your mounts, Miralar will help you down. Those who don't need help, he's not going to insult you thinking that you need help getting down. For example, he's certainly not going to offer Varsha help. He knows you're fine.
I'm going to do a little extra flourish with my dismount.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Just
Or
because.
performance check.
I can do it with performance?
You can. I'll go this performance.
Then
I'll put it, are you doing it to flirt with him?
No, I'm just doing it to look cool.
Okay, then that counts too. Flirting or looking cool, I'll let you have performance on this.
Yeah. I mean, my acrobatics is actually higher, which is dumb. But either way, it's either a 19 or an 18.
Either way, you are graceful. Like, there are a couple people who, like, turn their heads and notice, like, all right, very cool. The High Dawn Lord Driastona shall be the one who comes and greets all of you. The reliquary is back where it belongs. The halls already seem brighter, and spirits already seem calmer. Your compatriot, the wizard, he's waiting for you in the lodgings that you were set up for. And Dawn Lord Lindry is with him. They would, one would like to speak with you, the other would like to thank you, and I will make absolute sure your payment is gathered so that you have it. I assume you're probably looking to leave our presence as soon as possible, yes?
Yeah, I mean, a good night's sleep beforehand probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
I would insist on it.
One additional thing that I would love to ask to borrow, if you happen to have one just right on hand, like right here, is just one of those little sand timer hourglasses, so I can try and see how long it takes until the next time our lovely friend wizard flies off away from us again, leaving us stranded.
I can procure you an hourglass, yes.
Thank you, I'd love to be sarcastic with a prop.
What I would like to ask is, you wish to have mounts to leave with, as I recall.
That would be lovely.
Do you have a preference between leaving on camelback or horseback?
I mean,
Wonderful.
I think
If there's no preference, I was just going to see which one had more of a surplus. I was going to check with Miralar. In addition to being our man of arms, he keeps stock of everything in our stables, so he would have the best knowledge of that.
I mean, you might want to get him a bandage or two.
What can't that man do?
Keep his temper. He can't do that very well. Keep his mouth shut. He's not terribly good at that either.
But I like
bandage and a
that.
rake.
That was nice.
Yeah,
A bandage and a rake?
a raise.
Raised.
A raise. We
Or
can
a
use
rake.
one.
No, his hobbies.
From what I understand, his hobbies are mostly fencing, drinking, and cursing.
Not bad.
We could take up
He's
gardening.
quite good at all three.
excuse me, begging your pardon. Hi, Dawn Lord.
Yes.
Is the relic acting right?
Oh, shining his radiance as brightly as it ever did.
Because they took off because it was not acting right.
And
It
then we
was
found
kind
a
of
building.
overload.
A building?
It was a sculpture more, I think. It was a building. I'm not trying to. A construct. Yeah, and they took off because the Dawn Lord was concerned because it wasn't acting right, and then Istakov, rushed back here. You don't seem to have any concern.
Perhaps that's why Dawn Lord Lindry is so eager to speak to you all. I wonder if she has theories or observations of her own.
Oh, maybe it's
I'll ask her
having-
more myself when I have a chance. If you will excuse me, I would like to, one, make sure your compensation is gathered and ready for you tomorrow. And also, I have offered to personally represent Seraphel as she stands before the Judgment Council.
Right, I forgot about the Judgment Council.
Yeah, that's gonna be a whole thing. That's gonna
It
be fun
should
for
be.
me.
It shouldn't take long. I'm sure they will have many words of chiding and judgment to impart, and I will remind them that she did, in fact, return the item. And atonement should go a long way.
All right, I don't run a city.
It's not fun.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it.
It's not easy. Do you want to run a city?
No.
Thought I'd
No.
ask.
That sounds like absolutely no fun. A tavern, maybe, but not a city. My god.
Before I forget, I do have one piece of your payment that I can give you now.
Ooh.
He'll reach into his robes and he pulls out a scroll. It is the writ that he promised you all. He will extend it towards all of you, letting whoever wishes to take it. He says, if you are dealing with someone of religious authority, almost anywhere within the dynasty, that should get you through the interaction. It simply states that those who bear this writ are authorized to act with my permission.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think you can go breaking any law anywhere you wish with it, though you don't seem like the type for that. But I will say, it can get you into and out of some establishments, or it can get you into or out of certain cities. But I cannot stress this enough. Don't try it in the capital.
That's a big red button I want to push.
The light of Lathander is not walked in there as much as it should be.
Fair enough.
Well, I've recently been reminded to refresh myself on the words of Coralon. They live completely by those tenets.
We all have plenty of things to do. I have a wizard to go be disappointed by, and I would love some food.
I'll have that taken care of for you.
Amazing.
I'll have the standards brought, whatever there's being prepared at the moment. There's always something, the marts. But yes, I thank you. All of you, especially for this. You didn't have to. You had already fulfilled the agreement, as we previously discussed, but I will make sure you are compensated within the best of our capabilities. He shall depart.
What a wild
I don't really
2
think we need
days.
that writ. We got God's favorite princess right here.
I know.
They don't love orcs in the dynasty, particularly.
But don't they
So-
love their god?
Yes, but they wouldn't love an orc worshipping their god, particularly. I kind of keep it. I actually don't see. Yeah. It's complicated. Now, I kind of keep this under the. Just don't bring that up to people.
Okay.
That's all.
I mean, even if something happens.
You just seemed super gung-ho about it in the city, so I figured you were like,
I am
really...
Get me wrong, I am very gung-ho about it. However, I don't want us getting into a fight every single place we walk into with elves. That's all.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. Religion confuses me, so I'm just gonna take your word for it.
The gods are simple. It's the people that confuse it.
That's what I'm saying. God's chill. Religion gets a little too confusing there.
Yes, that's perfectly fair.
That's why I prefer stories. I'm in control
I'm
of those.
starving.
Yes, let's get food.
It's not terribly far for you all to walk back to the lodgings that were set up for you. Entering, you will see Dawn Lord Lindri, along with Istakoth Lune. As you walk in, Lindri will look up at you all. Good. I'm so glad to see you all so soon already. And Istakoth will say,
Ooh, actually, wait, hold on.
yes.
And flip the timer. Now go.
What is...
Oh, don't worry about it. That's just for me.
Right. So it appears my instinct was a good one, as once the reliquary was back where it was kept, it seemed to completely calm down. Properly contained. You all look well, considering.
You should see the other guy.
Good. Good. The Inquisition is an interesting thing. Very few people seem to have any knowledge of their existence, and even fewer seem to have any sort of idea on where they exactly operate out of. The dynasty, obviously, but I'm having a hard time finding any information on anyone who has any sort of chain of command information.
So what do we do now?
Well, there are a few options. And I know which ones I like better, but I'm certainly not going to drag you all further into a mess than you have the means to go with.
Sure, you've already dragged us halfway across the continent, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That didn't work out well for any of us, did it? My sincere apologies for how it's worked out for all of you, by the way. This was supposed to be the best way for things to be handled. Lindri will speak up, saying, yes, our network has been taken by surprise by all of this. However, she looks over Istkoth. They do know of its existence, absolutely. The crossroad may be the best destination for all of you, and you, she says to Istkoth. I am going to remain here. While I am devoted to the cause, I also have my dedication to his light and to the purpose here in the sands. I wish to see the City of Sorrows reborn, and my talents are meager compared to others who might be able to more directly investigate who and what the Inquisition is and is about. Their methods are still not fully understood, nor is their overall purpose.
I'm sure this is begging your pardon, I'm sure this has occurred to y'all, but it seems like they have chronomancy already, and seems to me the reason that they're so upset about Zorandis discovering Time Stop isn't so much that they're worried about it being weaponized, but that they don't want anyone else to be able to stop them from what they already know how to do.
Lindry will respond. That was my initial assessment as well when the news first came out that they were seeking Professor Zorandus. However, from what Istakoth has told me, and what I witnessed with my own eyes just that short time ago when we were all in the City of Sorrows as the reliquary was retrieved, the way their magics seem to act and what the reliquary did, there is a significant amount of similarity there. And as long as I have studied the Daybreak Reliquary, I can speak with the utmost certainty that no portion of its potential or output is in the realm of chronomantic magic. It is divine magic as pure as any that I have seen or experienced in my life. It holds a fragment of the will of Lathander himself.
I missed the part where that means that the dynasty doesn't want us to know how to do time magic.
Well, also forgive my ignorance, but does it being divine inherently mean it can't be chronomancy? Surely the gods do not live in the same time as us.
Yeah, they can just kind of do whatever.
They can. And in times, they have. And likely still will, as their benevolence befits them. It's more the trying to understand why they would care so much about the chronomantic pursuits if that is not what they're specifically wielding. Or if it is some sort of amalgamation. There's more to this Inquisition than meets the eye.
At the word amalgamation, Jenah lights up and starts in on a bit of a monologue. I'll spare y'all because, like, okay, now that's literally exactly what I have been studying in my for my dissertation, and starts to like talk about the overlap and how, you know, the idea of the overlap of different schools of magic and how, and in an intelligent way that I am not capable of doing.
Do you mention which schools that you're specifically looking at the overlap of?
You remember how I just said that I can't do that, but Jenah can? Yeah.
Okay, so but since, like, I know Jenah is a diviner and you do have the chronomancy spells, I'm just curious if you specifically mentioned that overlap as part of it.
Sure.
Okay, I sincerely apologize. I wasn't sure, and that's why I was asking.
No, I'm telling you, I'm trying to avoid having the people at home know that I don't know the fucking different schools of magic, but since
That's
I
fine.
don't...
You don't have to.
We'll get you a chart.
Yeah.
They changed them. There's less now. It's very confusing.
The reason I asked is because when you do mention your study of the overlap of divination magic and chronomancy, Istakoth, like his eyes kind of perk up, and he looks to you and goes, "So you've done some study in chronomancy?"
For the past decade.
That's why Rolza chose you.
Yeah, I'm realizing that now.
Because this matters to you. That's wonderful. That's absolutely incredible. And as he's saying this, Jenah, as you are talking about this overlap, something else clicks, not just in your mind, but in your body itself. As you know, it can take a while to come down from an adrenaline dump, you know. And now that you guys are out of the immediate shit, the reliquary is back. You're back here in Isan Kaelora. This conversation's happening, and your mind is going. You all of a sudden, you can feel and realize being near that event when the reliquary, when its energy spilled out into the city of Salnor itself, causing the statue to rise. Something within the city gave a feedback of energy that you partially absorbed and your mind partially processed, and something clicks in an understanding, and it will give you a feat. You have a feat now called Flash Recall, I believe it's called. What it will allow you to do is once per short rest or long rest, you can use a bonus action to take a spell that you did not have prepared and replace it with a prepared spell.
Yes!
That's something about the abilities here
Yes!
resonate with you and your potential.
I'm going to speak to the audience again for a minute.
Yeah.
They could not get me to play a wizard for years and years because it pissed me off so much that you could know a spell and not use it. That's like, what do you mean I know spells that I don't have prepared? If it's in my book, I know it. So thank you.
So it's not a complete get out of jail free card all the time, but if you ever had an instance, say, where you reached a chasm and you didn't have fly prepared that day, you could just do that, and there shouldn't be an instance of, we can do this once I've had a long rest, because that just helps everyone. But Istkoth, looking to you, Jenah, there are people you need to meet.
Oh, wait.
And talk to. Yes?
I flipped the hourglass over. Go on.
What are you doing? Did you order a pizza? What's happening
No,
here?
I'm just keeping track of time. Although, where is that food?
As you say that, just coming in, so you will see this, not an individual you've met before, but this man, looks to be about like mid-20s, human. He's like, right, I was told you all were, I was supposed to bring some food to all of you, and he sets down some platters. He looks at Etty. Wait, I was told about you specifically. He runs back out. He comes in with something about the size of a boogie board and just sets it down, brings it over to Etty, flips these two like legs that were attached to the base of it, kind of flips down like sort of like a TV tray, and just sets it down in front of you. And it's got all sorts, like there are marinated olives and cured meats and some funky cheeses on here, and bread and hummus and just all sorts of stuff on all of them. He's like, right,
Charcuterie.
good day. And he will depart. Istakoth, continuing to Jenah. There are people within the movement you need to meet. People at the crossroad you should speak to. It's a journey to get there. Unfortunately, as many talents as I have, as you know from our last conversation, I can't just teleport us somewhere willy-nilly. If I could find a teleportation circle, I could
utilize it to get to a few other ones I have notations of in my book, but it's not a skill that I've personally learned myself yet. So if you all are willing to have my company, I would like to travel with you, assuming we're going in the same direction, at least for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
There's a settlement to the north of here, the town of Yelona. Founded when the Soul Echo Pillar was constructed, and it's been quite a melting pot of cultures, unique to most places here in the Dynasty, as there are folks from both the Kingdom of Zuria and the Costonian Empire who have lived there for quite some time, multiple generations for some of them, as a matter of fact. And it's a good place for a group like you all to not be noticed. I have a contact there that can at least help us get an idea of what the pulse is throughout the Dynasty, and help us find out what might be the best way to continue on towards the crossroad. There are a few ways there, but as I'm sure you can all guess, just simply traipsing eastward through the desert isn't the best or safest way to go about it.
Jenah's more or less vibrating with excitement.
The other option, if you're looking to get back to Cladbur as soon as possible, could travel west, but it would take you directly through the Unbroken Nation. But I imagine they would probably be more receptive to us than proper Illuvial forces.
I mean, our original job was just to get the message to you. So, the more what I was concerned with was, getting Jenah home safe and getting paid.
Well, Jenah's going to continue on to the crossroads, but thank you for your concern. And I turn to the group and say, I don't expect y'all to come along. I mean, yeah, like Xavier just said, you were hired for a job and you did it, and I'm real sorry that this is where we ended up. And I would excuse me, I would hate to strand anybody or not be willing to help y'all on the way back, but I have to go to the crossroads.
I have business in that direction. I'll travel with you.
Visible double take since the last Jenah heard, you were absolutely not doing that. Oh, well, that's wonderful news.
Said I'd get you home safe, so I guess that includes this detour.
Then it appears a journey north is in our near future. The other good news is there is a road that we can follow. Well, a path that folks have migrated along, both north and south, that avoids the migratory and hunting tracks of worms better than anything else in the sands.
Good.
Right, worms. I heard books and I forgot about worms.
Look, worms. Ooh. I'm shoving more olives in my mouth.
The individual we'll be seeking when we reach the settlement of Ilona is mage by the name of Kalthus Vorhazar. He is a longtime friend of mine and has many connections to various underbellies throughout much of the continent. The only advice I will say is don't gamble with him, as he will take your money.
That just sounds like a challenge. That
I look
now
up
I've
at
got
Xavier
to.
and I'm like, that feels like a challenge.
Exactly. Eddie, you get me.
If you're curious on the spelling of that first name,
Look,
it
I
is
get ya.
Kalthus, Kalthus.
I'll do you one better. I'm curious
I'm
about the
close.
spelling of the second name.
Vorhazar,
Uh-huh.
Vorhazar.
Kalthus just
Thank
keeping
you.
all the U's for himself.
Yep. Sometimes you just need an extra vowel that has no real purpose in a name, because that's what makes it high fantasy.
Look, it does. Because if it was just
In
one
her
to be
brain,
Kalthus.
when
Kalthus.
There you
Go
go.
ahead.
Good point. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate
It was like
your support on that.
Go ahead, Eddie.
Eddie does lean over to Xavier and just goes, these names are fake.
Oh, gotta be. 100% gotta be fake. There's no way they're not fake.
Stokoth, that's an alias.
Yeah.
Like, not real names.
No. There's no way.
Just needed somebody else to know that.
There's no reason that wizards would use their own names. Like, oh, you're gonna put your own name on a spell? No. Then everyone's gonna come after you to make more. Dumb.
Of course we would put our own names
just
on
sounds
spells.
stupid.
It's about notoriety.
It's really dumb.
Then how come there isn't a wizard named Greg?
Yes!
Wait a minute.
Greg's
Don't-
Earth and Grasp, that makes more sense.
Are you telling me you don't know of Greg the Silver?
See, but still the
How many G's
silver
are in that
part,
name?
like,
It's Stokoth.
I mean, it's
Yes.
Maximilian. That's not. I mean, that's.
Maximilian?
Yeah,
Perfect normal name, actually.
I've never met one that
I don't
was
know
cool.
who that is.
I mean, wizard. We're not terribly cool.
Speak
Well,
for
I'll give you
yourself.
that
I'm
one.
cr-
And
Speak
I'll
for
toss
yourself.
an olive over to Eddie.
It's like, his coach goes, "Speak for yourself. I'm incredibly cool. Just look at my rapier." And he does have a very
You ran away
ornate
from
rapier
2
on his hip.
fights.
Mm-hmm.
I flipped the hourglass over again.
Oh, it's so good.
No, I departed from one fight. The first one, if you recall, I took most of them with me, and all the ones I took along with me, I eventually took out. So,
Yeah, and you want to know something crazy? Somebody died because you left.
we all might have died if I hadn't left. They had us vastly outnumbered. If
Oh, well,
I don't seem sympathetic enough about the loss of your compatriot, I do apologize. I've been around long enough that I get used to losing people.
I shove an olive in my mouth.
I forget everyone's not the same that way.
I mean,
He's a drow, right?
Yes.
Used to you losing people. Seems like a to live.
I mean, if you're the,
right.
the longer lived.
And Eddie just downed some wine.
I've noticed it's different for the longer lived races. I mean, we're mayflies compared to them, so, well,
I'll see when I get there.
I realized, I don't remember what orcish lifespans are.
Pretty similar to humans, actually. A touch shorter.
I see. I was like, "Where mayflies?" And then I realized the other two that I'm talking to, and then I gesture to Varsha. Well, where mayflies?
I like to think of us as dogs.
Why dogs?
Mayflies only live a day.
More
Dogs
love.
live, you know.
Also, dogs are dope as hell.
We live approximately a tenth of their lives like a dog would to us. That's all.
Xavier, make a perception check for me.
Mm-hmm. That's 15 plus some stuff.
Great. You notice you had mentioned something about you would see when you got there in terms of longevity.
Mm-hmm.
Istakoth seemed to give you a look. It looked like he realized something. Looked away.
Huh. I think I'm just gonna lock that away for later, and if he doesn't fly away, I'll ask him about it.
Sounds good. And as you sit here in your current lodgings within Isan Kaelora, enjoying the amounts of charcuterie, agreeing on this plan of where you will all go next, we will pause there as the day wears on, as we approach the evening. Whatever you decide to do with that evening, we'll find out next before your departure from Isan Kaelora. And all of you with those wonderful dynamic leveling up during this, having all reached level 4, we'll see what that means for you when we find out what chaos awaits.